of Bayway Services located in Lake City. They have been in business for 45 years and are locally owned. From biohazard cleanings to just cleaning your house, they are the one-stop cleaning shop. Contact Lee at 1-386-755-6142. That's 1-386-755-6142. Bayway Services, meeting the cleaning needs of home and industry.
Nick's Wings and Grill, 1371 South Walnut Street, Unit 700 and Stark has your flavor from first bite to last call.
Tonight, from the end zone to the fan zone and all seats in between, this is your home for the local sporting update, featuring the voice of the Bradford High School Tornadoes. Welcome to On the Spot Sport News with your host, David Rogers.
For wings and things.
Now let's set the record straight. There's no argument over the choice between peace and war. But there's only one guaranteed way you can have peace, and you can have it in the next second. Surrender.
Fair healthcare, Medicare insurance needs. Don't talk to strangers. Talk to Robert Insurance. They are here for you.
These walls have seen their share of paint.
Allstate, Progressive, Safeco, and many others.
And their share of battle.
Insurance. Start with Keystone Heights and
A
Middleburg.
fight for glory. They've seen the scarlet and gray rise through the city and into our hearts. All these colors, all this history, all tornadoes. It all comes together in one place. Right here. Right now. And it's here that together, no matter what they put in front of us, we always fight on. Because we are tornadoes.
I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder.
David Rogers and the Byron Bagwell getting ready to bring you the call of this game. It's a beautiful night here at Tornado Alley, and the weather is great for tonight's football game. Now, I told you that I wanted to give you some information on the Avon Park Red Devils, and now I want to bring in the state's best colored commentator and my broadcast partner, the Byron Bagwell, as he's going to give you an insight on those visiting Avon Park Red Devils. Byron, welcome in, man. What can you tell me and Tornado Nation and fans about the Avon Park Red Devils?
Well, good evening, Tornado Nation and fans. David, I am so glad to be back in this chair calling a football game after that almost 3 weeks worth of layoff. Tonight, here in David Hurst Stadium, David, we are hosting the first game of our playoff season, and we're going to be playing the Avon Park Red Devils, who are 6-4. Last season they were 1-9. Second straight season going on 1-9. All 6 wins have come against teams with 4 wins or less. Combined record of those teams have been 15-44. The 2025 results for them: they won 24-18. Lost 24-18 to 3A Mulberry. They won 30-13 over 3A DeSoto County, which is Arcadia. They won 14-8 over Sunshine State Athletic Association member Hardy, which is in McCullough. They lost 21-8 over the SSA member Frostproof. 17-14 lost to the SSA member LaBelle. 29-19 went over 5A Ida Baker, which is out of Cape Coral. 12-6 overtime win over 2A Tenorock, which is in Lakeland. 60-6 win over 2A Discovery, which is in Lake Alfred. 34-0 win over 2A Lake Placid. 30-20 28 loss over 7A. And I'm going to butcher this, guys.
Kahukapila guy.
Yeah, that's
Kahukapila guy. That's it.
They're
Yep.
in Kissimmee.
Kissimmee. Yep.
Yep. Avon Park is scoring an average of 24.7 points a game. Their opponents are scoring 14.4 games against them. Team rushing, they've run the ball 261 times for 480 yards and 18 touchdowns.
1,480 yards.
I'm sorry, 1,400
Wow.
yards.
They like to run the football.
Yeah, they do. They average 148 yards per game. Travion Jones, senior, run the ball 97 times for 720 yards and 6 TDs. Jaheim Williams, he's another senior, has run the ball 75 times for 399 yards and 2 TDs. In the passing game, you got Jabari Payne, who's a senior. He's had 73 attempts. That can't be right.
Where you at, right here? Oh, yeah, no. He's 73 for 137, 9 interceptions, 929 yards, and 11 touchdowns.
Yeah, he averaged 92 yards, 92.9 yards
Yeah.
per game. Receivers, Tyron Jones, senior. He's had 14 receptions for 282 yards and 4 TDs.
Sounds like we're going to get the Jones brothers action, both of them.
Imagine so.
Yeah.
Chris Kelly, he's a senior. He's had 20 catches for 264 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Michael Owens, who's a sophomore, has 11 catches, 132 yards and a touchdown. Their leaders on defense are Tyler Slade. He's a senior linebacker with 87 tackles, with 16 of those for loss. Frankie Robinson, he's a senior linebacker with 70 tackles. Jaheim Williams, he's a senior linebacker with 55 tackles. William Phillips, who's also a senior this guy's a defensive lineman, with 51 tackles with 10 for loss.
Wow.
They created 16 turnovers, 12 of those were fumbles and 4 were interceptions. Their playoff history, they're 14-15 in the postseason in 17 appearances. Last season's playoffs appearance was 2020. Their last playoff win was 2017.
7 years, 8 years ago.
They have two state titles. They defeated Holmes County 34-0 in 1987, and they defeated Williston 14-7 in 1988. The state runner-up finish is 1. They lost Jefferson County in Class B final. State semifinals appearance 3: 1965, 1989, and 1997. They've got a little bit of history there, David.
Playoff pedigree is like we like to call it. They definitely do, yes.
They have a playoff pedigree. They have a problem in this game, though, as far as I can tell, David. A real problem in this game because their strength plays to Bradford's defense strength. We literally are this year are allowing 5 points a game. And I don't know, and I really don't believe we've allowed a 100-yard rusher this year. So something's going to give tonight. Either their run game is going to give, or Bradford's defense is going to give. I don't personally see that happening, David. Avon Park is going to have to figure out something besides bludgeoning the ball up the middle against Bradford, or this may be a running clock by the second half.
Thanks, Byron, for that information and what we can expect tonight from the Red Devils and their coaching staff. Now, some keys to the game, as we would tell you, for a big red victory. Byron, we come up with about 6 of them, and here we go. Number 1 to me is the long layoff. Does this team come out flat, or do they come out ready to play?
I think that you may see a bit of that in the first quarter because the kids have to get used to it. Young men, have to get used to the speed of the game again. But I don't think that'll last very long, and I don't think it will last on defense at all. I think the defense just comes out the way they were playing because that's reactionary. I don't see it happening the whole game.
All right, number 2, stop the Red Devils' rushing attack, which you just talked about. The front 4 on our defensive line and the linebackers need to have a big game. Stop the run, make them beat you through throwing the ball vertically down the field.
Yeah, David, I completely agree with that. Well, when's the last time you saw that our front four and linebackers not have a big game?
Well,
I mean,
yeah, but you know, I look at some of these numbers again. Level of competition, as you said, not one team, not even Mandarin, come up with those kind of numbers against us right now, rushing the football. This team has proved that they can do it. Can they do it against the number 1 seed here at their house? That's to be seen, right?
Yeah, and I will be shocked if we see it, David.
All right. Key number 3, establish the run to open up the passing game. We always want to do that anyway, right?
Absolutely, David. That is, I definitely want to see that. And you know, you get the running game off, and the next thing you know, those long over-the-shoulder passes and fades into the end zone are going to go to a certain really tall wide receiver.
Dominate both lines of scrimmage. Use your size, speed, and quickness. Excuse me. Both sides. You talked about that. You hit on that a little bit. That's just nothing really to say about that. Number 5. Here's where I think that we can really turn the game around, turn momentum around, win the special teams battle. Kickoff, punt, and scoring points with the kicking game when it's there to take. Number 18, who we've talked about, the golden shoe, Mr. Tyler Sapp. Number 1, Jaquez Kaysen on returns. Number 2, Jordan Kaysen on returns. And number 11, Chase Phillips on returns.
Yeah, David. You know, those players always play well in every game that we've had, David. I don't think any of those guys have had a bad game. You know, you don't want to see it have to go to Mr. Tyler Sapp, Mr. Thunderfoot himself.
Right.
You know, you don't want to see it happen, but if it does, he's there. And let's not forget to talk about Cy Cubbage punting.
Correct.
He's hit some absolutely just tremendous punts.
All right, and the last one for me, Byron, and us, throw the ball vertically down the field. Cy Cubbage to Camonte Nixon, 15 to number 9, and Byron is smiling and laughing at me because for the last 5 games, we have hit Camonte Nixon for sure a TD pass in every game, and so he's had multiple in a couple of games. Need to throw the ball vertically down the field.
Well, you don't necessarily have to throw it vertically, but he excels at that. You know, he's at least got 2 that I remember on crossing routes too. Because not only can he catch the ball, he's really quick too, David, for his size. I mean, throw the crossing patterns too.
All right, we got the captains for tonight's game for the Bradford Tornadoes. It's number 13, Nate Raymond. Number 6, Elijah Lawrence. Number 50, Ridge Bradley. And number 1, Jaquez Kaysen. Who do you have for the Red Devils, B?
Well, David, I've got Tayon Jones.
Yep.
I've got Tavian Jones. Jaheim Williams.
Yep.
And Tyler Slade.
That's who I got. So they're out there doing the coin toss right now. And the white hat is standing right there at the 50-yard line, right along with both teams. The Tornadoes are in their red helmets with the tornado symbol on each side. The red jerseys, the red pants, and of course, the white numerals on the front and the back. For the visiting Avon Park Red Devils, they've got the black helmets with the Red Devil symbol on each side, the white jerseys, the white pants with the red numerals on the front and back, Byron, and the piping on both sleeves. Good looking uniform.
Yep, it is, David.
Here's the coin toss, and as we look, let's see, the Tornadoes have won the toss. They deferred to the second half. Of course, they want to go on defense first. So the Avon Park Red Devils will receive the ball moving right to left on your radio dial. So we're getting ready for the kickoff here in just a couple of minutes. Let's go pay some more bills, and you will be listening to the Class 2A Regional Quarterfinal and the final of the DLP Bank Pre-Game Show right here on Eagle Country 106.3.
Jones Gallagher Funeral Home and Cremation Services. They're proud to sponsor Tornado football on Eagle Country 106.3. They are deeply committed to serving you in your time of sorrow. Personal attention is given before, during, and after the service. Jones Gallagher Funeral Home, Stark and Keystone Heights. Go Big Red.
Hi, Bradford County. This is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group. Like the Bradford County Tornadoes, Murray Ford Automotive Group has a winning game plan. Whether you're in the market for a new Ford truck or a qualified used vehicle, there's no need to look anywhere but Murray Ford Superstore. And nobody can beat our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from stadium seats to old football cleats. So be American, buy Murray Automotive Group, Highway 301 in Stark. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, this is Murray and Tornado Country. Shazam!
Chrissy and the staff of the Downtown Grill and Stark invite you to come in any day of the week. There's always a special going on. Enjoy their food and drink and follow all the sports on their many TVs this weekend. Wednesday evening, bingo with Lynn Starling. Come by Thursday evening for trivia with David Rogers. The Downtown Grill, proud to sponsor Tornado football on Eagle Country 106.3, located at 301 East Call Street in downtown Stark.
Welcome back to David Hurst Stadium, a.k.a. Tornado Alley. David Rogers and the Byron Bagwell here with you. You just heard that the Tornadoes have deferred and will go defense first, and the Avon Park Red Devils will receive the football going right to left on your radio dial. Again, welcome in. Man, this is an electric atmosphere, Byron. Man, I heard the cowbells. I heard the stomping. Hey, that hype video went up. And man, the Tornadoes come out here and they look fired up to me, Byron. I think they're ready to take care of business tonight.
Yeah, David, the players are really look like they're ready for this game, David. From the reaction that we just got, let's just hope they can contain some of that energy and put it into the plays and be disciplined in their play.
Well, one of the best kickers in the region and probably the state, number 18, Tyler Sapp, will put the football almost at about the middle of the field on the 40-yard line, kicking left to right on your radio dials. Get ready to put toe to leather on the outside over there. I see number 0, one of your favorite players, Byron, Jackson Parmeter, over there getting ready to go hit somebody. And over here on the near boundary is number 6, Elijah Lawrence. Are you ready for some football? Here we go. End over end kick. Drives the return man back to the 3-yard line. He's bringing it up the right sideline. And he gets leveled at the 17-yard line. Big Red down there. And that's number 0, Jackson Parmeter, in on that tackle, Byron. Just talking about him.
Yeah, David, and Montez Aldridge was the one I think that made the initial contact with that. But David, my goodness, man, that was vicious.
He didn't even get the ball back to the 20-yard line. Actually, they're going to give him a favorable spot at the 19, the nose of the football. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Line to gain will be their 29-yard line. All kinds of shifting and movement from the Red Devils. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Here we go. Quarterback's going to keep it. Number 7 rolls to his right. Pocket breaks down, throws it across the middle. Nice pitch and catch right there for 11, almost 12 yards, and a Red Devil first down. That's how you get away from that rush, Brian. Roll that quarterback out and throw it across the middle. And he found the little seam right there and enough for a first down.
Yeah, and he paid for it too, David. 2 Tornadoes hit him in the backfield as he released the ball.
Jabari Payne on that throw there. Number 7 is their trigger man. He's a senior. Been in the system for a long time. Already a first down for the Red Devils. I can see they do a lot of shifting and moving, Byron. Look at this. Looks like a college football team. Running backs left and right, gives it to his running back around the right side. He's absolutely going to lose about 2 yards as they string it out, and that loss will be back to the 30-yard line. Nice play.
Yeah, David, they bit on the run the first play, but they kept the discipline that time, David, and they were all sort of in the backfield that time, and the running back just had no chance. Didn't even get the start, really.
2nd and 12 from the 30-yard line. They got to get the ball just outside the mark at the 42-yard line. Here we go. Number 21 out, coming out here to the near boundary. Gives it to his running back. Got a little bit of a running lane. Nice run there. Picks up about 6 yards, Byron, to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's not very often that you see Jacquez Cason miss a tackle, but the running back made a move, or Jacquez probably would have got him for about a yard less than what he picked up.
3rd and 7 right here for the Red Devils. Let's see if the Tornadoes can get a stop. Press coverage on the receivers. 2 receivers out here to the left of the formation. 1 to the right. Gives it to his running back around the right side. He's trying to find some room, and he gets tagged down for a 4-yard loss. What a play by the Tornadoes. Wow.
And the white hat is probably going to call a horse collar, David.
Is he? Well, it's not really a horse collar, but it's going to be a personal foul. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, well, he actually gave the horse collar signal, and we usually don't see that, and that's going to give the Red Devils another first down. 15-yard penalty, and that'll move the ball all the way up to the 40, let's call it the 47-yard line. Boy, we had him stop back there, Byron, for a 4-yard loss. I didn't see the yellow hanky come out, but yep, they're going to get him for a horse collar tackle, and the Red Devils are on the move.
Yeah, David, that's the one thing Bradford can't afford to do is start getting unnecessary penalties. Look at this.
Yeah, look at this now. Look how they spread it out over here. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. Carr is his running back. The Tornadoes in a 4-3, looking to throw the ball. Throws it out here to the flat, and he throws it in the ground at about the 49-yard line. He was trying to look for number 3, a guy that you talked about, Tavion Jones, who plays wide receiver, running back, and he plays a little DB, the senior for the Red Devils.
David, you see passes that you think, well, that was a terrible pass. That really wasn't a terrible pass because he was covered and he didn't have anybody to go to, and Bradford was in the backfield.
2nd and 10. You like the way they bunched that formation and spread it out, Byron? Looks really good. 1 receiver right, 2 to the left. Sarkar left and right's his running back. The quarterback's going to keep it. Absolutely not. You're not going to be able to do that. And that's number 7. We've talked about him already. Jabari Payne trying to go to the outside. And for that effort, he loses almost 4 yards, almost 5 yards.
Yeah, Kingston Booker would come off of his end position and said, "I don't think so, David." That was really well diagnosed by Kingston.
This is playoff action right here. About 2.5 minutes gone in this quarter. The start of this football game, no score. Red Devils have taken this possession from their 19-yard line, and the ball's actually at the 43-yard line after that 5-yard loss. He'll spread them out right here. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Nobody in the backfield. The Tornadoes are coming. Here they come. And he has to just throw that away, Byron. There's a flag, and I wonder if that's going to be a hold on number 55, Byron.
It's a holding on somebody, David.
Yeah, I think 55 right there. Let's see. Let's see if the white hat calls this. I may decline this, Byron, and make it 3rd and long right here.
4th and long, David.
Or 4th and long now, yeah. They declined it.
Yeah, it's 4th and long now, David.
Yeah, so, hey, I'm glad to see number 11 back there returning punts along with number 1.
Yeah, David, that's a dangerous duo right there. Who would you kick that to?
Why don't you pick one?
The sideline and the penalty.
The sideline.
The yardage for the penalty.
Yeah. This is going to be 4th and 14. Yeah, 4th and 14, and they're in punt formation. 3 guys back there for safety protection. The punter will get the snap, clean snap. High, end over end, kick short. Let's see if it takes their bounce. No, Byron, it's going to cue back. And finally, number 44 there for the Red Devils, Tyler Slate, the linebacker and defensive end, the senior, downs it at about the 34-yard line. That's going to false start. We're going to decline that. Let's go ahead and take the football or add the 5 yards at the end of the kick right there.
Can you do that in high school?
I don't think so. It would be nice.
Yeah,
let's see what they decide to do here. I think that.
Yeah, they're going to.
Yeah, they're going to decline it. They're just going to go ahead and take the football right there. So, ball is actually going to be at the 36-yard line. The Tornadoes will be moving left to right on your radio dial. Nice little drive there by the Red Devils, Byron, but just nothing to show for it. With about 3 minutes gone in the quarter. That's what they used up. If you're just now joining us, David Rogers and the Byron Bagwell here with you. Class 2A regional quarterfinal. No score between the Tornadoes and the Red Devils. Here comes the Tornadoes. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And guess who's out here to the near boundary? Number 9. Let's see if Cy Cubbins tries to hit him right here. We may run a jet sweep right here, the way he's bringing that receiver in motion. 3-4 look for the Red Devils. Here we go. It is a jet sweep. Daggum, they're not calling this Chase Phillips. And he's going to the house, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the deep, to the 5. You're not catching him. That's a Tornado touchdown. Byron, did I call that jet sweep as he was coming in motion? I said that's going to be a jet sweep. And he takes it 56 yards to the house. And the Tornadoes strike first. 6-0 with the point pending.
Hey, David.
Wow.
He had one person to beat, and he made one heck of a cut. When I said goodbye on the radio,
yeah, that means goodbye.
Chase Phillips was somewhere between the 40 and the 35-yard line when he made that cut, and there was nobody catching him, David. Great
and here
play.
we go. Tyler Sapp with the extra point. 6-0 if you're just now joining us. 56-yard touchdown run by Chase Phillips on a jet sweep. Down placement kick up. That kick is good from here to Sebring, Florida. And your new score is the Tornadoes 7. The Red Devils nothing. You are listening to the 2025 FHSA Football Regional Quarterfinal right here on Eagle Country 106.3.
License number EG130000304.
Give me two, Kevin.
Nights,
Give me those two.
Tornado Football. I'm Max Norton, president of Norton Telecom and A-Plus Alarms. We're proud to sponsor Bradford Tornado Football.
Did you see it coming?
Together under those Friday
He brought that one. I said that's a jet sweep. It's gotta be.
I was not 100% sure the jet sweeper. When he come out of the backfield in motion full speed, I didn't know what they were going to do with that, but he made that one move and made that one.
Actually, that's a 64-yard touchdown. Because the ball is
David Argent, voice of the Bradford Tornadoes.
So let me
Defense Incorporated is here for you. Everything from chain link to wooden installs and repairs. With over 40 years of combined experience, R&B Fencing offers free estimates. Call 904-964-5283. That's 904-964-5283. Check them out at rbfence.org and like them on Facebook.
And if you're just now joining us, the Tornadoes strike first on a 64-yard jet sweep by Chase Phillips. Here we go, bringing it up the right side, and he gets plastered at the 20-yard line. My goodness, get the trunk number, Byron. No, did the Tornadoes play last week?
No, they did not.
Oh my gosh, man!
Kingston Booker is playing like he did.
Yeah, I think so.
Goodness, what a stick!
My goodness, he leveled him. The ball at the 20-yard line. He actually got a 12-yard return out of that somehow, Byron. I don't know how. But that's where the Red Devils will start this possession with their quarterback, Jabari Payne. I want to say that right. Their quarterback, their senior. Been in the system for 4 years. Now he gets his time to start for the Red Devils. They're moving right to left on your radio dial. 7-0 Tornadoes. Look at this formation, Byron. He's going to give it to his back coming from the right side. Got a little bit of a room, and he dives forward to the 25-yard line. Nice pickup of 5 yards.
Yeah, David, that was a well-designed play by them, and that was a modified, almost wishbone look, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Tayon Jones on that carry, number 1. Yeah, it really was. He had Santar left and right as the running backs, and then he had a pistol formation with the other one. It's almost like a full house backfield, Byron.
Here it is again, David.
Yeah, here it is again. Let's see if they try it again to the other side. Takes the snap. Yeah, they're going to try it to the other side. He's going to have plenty of... Oh, no, he's not! Byron, that looked like that was about to happen. Jacquez Kaysen and number 17. What's my man's name? The Raging Bull. Danny Torres in on that stick. My goodness. Wow.
David, he looked like he ran into a wall. Oh, my goodness, what a hit by
Byron, tell me the truth. That looked like it should have got a lot more yardage than that, didn't they? That hole closed up.
Yeah, David, those plays develop pretty slowly.
Yeah.
And if you give Bradford time with their size and speed, they're going to hit you and hit you hard.
Yeah. Third and 3 right here from the 27-yard line. And there's a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to the 2025 FHSA Football Regional Quarterfinal right here on Eagle Country 106.3. Give me 2, Kevin. I'll catch the play up.
24 hours a day. They feature 24-hour around-the-clock service. They do water treatments. And with over a half-century of combined experience, Dorrance provides well drilling, fast repair, and other services. For assurance and reassurance, call Dorrance 904-964-7061.
Tony's Italian Restaurant, 117 South Thompson Star. Cooking your favorite Italian cuisine, Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9. Call 904-368-0032.
We'll buy dinner, right?
I'll buy you.
Yeah, we'll buy
Try the
dinner.
executive chocolate cake. Tony's Italian Restaurant, located in downtown Stark.
Here we go. The horns and the sirens are going off after that timeout right there. The Tornadoes took that. That leaves them 2. Red Devils still got their couple of timeouts with 3. It is 3rd and 3 from the 27-yard line. The line to gain is the 30-yard line. Look at 7, 8 men in the box. Now he's telling them to shift over. Now he brings number 4 in motion to the right. Quick pitch over to the right side. He's looking, and Byron, he's going to lose 2 yards. He ain't going to get it. We've always said this in every game. You cannot run side by side on the Tornadoes. Too quick, too big, too fast.
Especially if the play develops that slowly, David. You got to have a very speedy wide receiver on sweeps to get anything done with that, David. And you're still not going to get much, but you need to put that play in your back pocket, Coach.
4th and 5 from the 25 punt formation is their punter. Guess who's standing back there again? The same 2, Kaysen and Phillips. Punt. Oh, what a shame.
Look out. Get out of the way.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. And boy, it's going to take a backwards bounce to about the what?
31-yard line.
Well,
no, 26-yard line.
Yeah, 26-yard line is where they'll say the Tornadoes will take over after, guess what? A 1-yard punt. Byron, he just shanked that.
Bad. And really, really badly, too.
Yeah.
I didn't think Bradford had pressured him that much.
I didn't
just
either.
shanked the ball.
Rights to this broadcast of this regional quarterfinal in the 2025 FHSA Class 2A football championships have been granted to WEAG-FM by the Florida High School Athletic Association. It is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is prohibited. Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by this station and the FHSAA. There is a water break timeout. Got our FHSAA things out of the way, at least for the first quarter. David Rogers and the Byron Bagwell here with you, high atop David Hurst Stadium, a.k.a. Tornado Alley, as the number 8 seed, the Avon Park Red Devils, come calling to the number 1 seed, Bradford Tornadoes, and it's already 7-0 on a 64-yard jet sweep by Chase Phillips. And the ball is actually at the 21-yard line. Byron, let's see if they take a shot with Nixon here. We've seen this before. I think this may be, let's see if this is a vertical pass to Camonte. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cubbage is like, okay, you need to get on my side hip right there, number 2-1. On his right hip is Cy Cubbage. In the pistol formation is running back. No, he gives it to his running back. Going around the right side, and that's number 27, Jarrell Harris. And there's the penalty flag right there. And let's see what this is all about, Byron.
Yeah, David, that was a good run. He picked up 6 yards.
Yeah, and that's going to be against the Red Devils right there. I wonder if that's a face mask.
I'm not sure what that was. I didn't catch the call, David, but it's definitely against the Red Devils.
7-0 Tornadoes after actually, Byron, you know, on that punt, he got no yards because they started at the 20-yard line. That ball is inside the 10-yard line. They're in the Miracle Automotive Towing red zone. Don't pray for a miracle. Call miracle. Here we go. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line, just inside the 9-yard line. Cubbage in the same formation. Nixon over here to the right, 2 to the left. Boy, somebody jumped, and I wonder if it was us, but I think that was the Red Devils into the neutral zone.
They're calling a false
They're
start.
going to call a false start on the left tackle.
David, I honestly think it was number 27 that moved before the snap.
Darrell Harris from his running back spot?
Yeah, he started leaning a little bit forward and couldn't stop himself.
Ball back at the 14-yard line. First and goal from the 14-yard line. Same formation. Didn't change up anything. 2 receivers to the left. 1 to the right, which is Nixon. Sidecar right is his running back. Then in the pistol formation is Harris. 4-3 look for the Red Devil defense. He's going to throw it to Nixon. Oh, boy, that was almost intercepted. Bad, dangerous pass right there. As number 1, we called his name already for the Red Devils right there. Tayon Jones in on that, Byron. And if he'd have picked that off, he could have went down the sideline probably for a touchdown, but it would have intercepted in the middle of the field.
Yeah, David,
that route.
That was. He did a really good job to deflect it because that ball was coming in there like a bullet from Sykovich. David, they're overloading one side of our line. If they hand that ball off to one of these running backs and he goes to the left-hand side of our line, he may walk in.
Yeah, Jaden Hudson could get this ball as he's lined up sidecar right, and he jumps. Number 54 there. We're going to get those 5 yards back, so that ball will be at the 9-yard line. Kason Jones, the linebacker, coming up to the defensive end, the junior, jumped right there, B. Sykovich has got that hard count sometimes, and he'll make people jump. How many times have we seen that?
Yeah, David, that's a free 5 yards for Bradford there, David.
Yep, here we go. Same formation right here. It's going to give it to Harris. Harris straight up the A-gap for a touchdown, 9-yard run by Jarrell Harris. And now the new score is 13-0 with the point pending.
Hey, David, that was just a power run right up the A-gap,
yeah.
David. And I want to tell you something. We talk about our offensive line quite a bit and give them props. Let me tell you what they just did. They busted a hole in the middle of that Red Devil defense that I could have run through and scored a touchdown on that, David. There was nobody within 10 yards either side of Jarrell Harris that time.
So if you're wondering why I'm calling Jarrell Harris or Kennedy or some of those other running backs, that's because Ian Addison is nursing an injury. Down, placement, kick up. That kick is good. Your new score, 14-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to the 2025 Class 2A Regional Quarterfinal right here on Eagle Country 106.3.
DLP Bank. More money to
Give me
lend.
2, Kevin.
A bigger bank, but still local. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Start Lake Butler and Interlochen. The draft that was open till noon on Saturday. Proud sponsors of the Tornado Game Day Report Friday mornings at 7:40 and the DLP Bank pregame show here on Eagle Country 106.3.
Oh, yes.
At Ferrera Funeral Services in Archie Tanner Memorial Chapel, we've been anchored in our community for generations and proud Tornado supporters. We are committed to serving families with dignified care, compassionate service, and dedication. We carry the legacy of Archie Tanner, who opened our doors in 1976, and today we continue his legacy one family at a time. Call 904-964-5757 for information on our personalized services, pre-planning, and forever monuments and markers. Our family is honored to serve yours.
Here we go back to live action with 5:51 still left in the first quarter. The Tornadoes 14, the Red Devils nothing. We've scored on a 64-yard play, and a 9-yard touchdown run you just heard by Jarrell Harris, and of course the extra points by Tyler Sapp. Here we go, total 11. Nice short end over end kick. It'll be fielded at the 25. Here we go, looking for a little gap. And he's going to get ate up about the 28-yard line. A 3-yard return as Jones tried to make something out of nothing, and the Gunners were down there to blast him up right there.
Yeah, David, that was great team coverage by Bradford Special Teams. There was 5 players on top of him. I think what happened the first 2 kicks Bradford had, David, was that he just simply outkicked his coverage, and they wanted to try to put a stop to it that time.
Coaches for the Red Devils, Lee Albritton, head coach, B.J. Longley, Michael Robertson, Darius Council, Dwayne Council, Hunter Vanderpool, Greg Perlman, Ty March, Drake Manis, and Sean Manis. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Sidecar left is his running back. Gives it to number 3, up the right side. Oh, my goodness. And he got pinballed. He may have picked up a yard, Byron, But that was like a pinball. You know when you play pinball and it just flipped? That's how he got right there. That's what
my
happened.
goodness
Gracious.
I don't know who that
He got
was
a yard.
that hit him. He didn't fall down.
No, he didn't.
But he got walloped in the hole.
That's one thing. If you're just now tuning into Tornado football, the Tornadoes will hit you. We've got 4 big defensive linemen up front. Here they go. Throws a little screen out there. Caught. No, actually, that's a backwards lateral. Or no, they're going to just say incomplete. Byron, I thought that was a backwards lateral because the way the ball come back, it looked like it was about a yard and a half backwards. Let's see what they mark it. They're going to say no, just an incomplete pass.
I'm agreeing with you on that, David.
Yeah.
That looked backwards to me.
Yeah, it did to me too. But it's going to be 3rd and 9 either way from the 28-yard line. They have to get outside the 37-yard line. The nose of the football has to go outside the 37-yard line for the first down. Press coverage over here by Jordan Kaysen on the receiver. 3 receivers over to the right. Sidecar left is his running back. Here they come. 7 looking. Pocket breaks down. Now he's going to take off. Now he throws it across the middle. Cobb at the 40. He's on the run to the 47-yard line. And that's the first really big play, Byron, the Red Devils have gotten. It's going to be good for 20 yards and a Red Devil first down.
Yeah, David, that was Chris Kelly, their big wide receiver who looks more like a tight end to me.
Yeah.
He plays defensive line too. He plays defensive back and linebacker,
Nice play there. Ball at their own 47-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. That was a great play by their quarterback just to make that happen. Payne looking, throws it across the middle. And it's caught. And it's going to be right at the Tornado, let's call it 48-yard line. That's a nice pickup of 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5 from there. And the Red Devils got a little drive going right here, Byron.
Yeah, David, that was dangerous, though, because that was 1 step away from being in the end zone going Bradford's way, too.
Exactly right. Just a great throw and a great catch. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They're in Tornado territory, positive territory. Payne is going to get the shotgun snap. Sidecar left is his running back. 4-3 look for the Tornadoes. Here they come. Pressure. Throws it across the middle. And that pass is broken up. Byron, you got to hold on to those passes right there, especially when you're playing a Tornado team. That's Chris Kelly, the senior. He should have held on to that football, but he did take a pop.
Yeah, he took a pop, and he's a good player, David. He was the one that got all those yards before. But I'm not sure that ball was 100% accurate because he was getting crunched when he let go of the ball.
3rd and 5 from the Tornado 48-yard line. Got to get just inside the 43 for the first down. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Tornado showing press right here. Here they come. Gives it to his running back. Going to the outside. Byron, Coach Albritton, and no disrespect to the Red Devils or him, you cannot run the ball side to side on the Tornadoes. You may get them once in a while, but man, most of the time they're going to eat that up. Now he just lost 2 yards, and it's going to be 4th and 7, and they may go for it right here, down 2 scores.
Yeah, David, I don't know if I'd do that or not and give the ball to Bradford a short field the way our offense is playing.
Payne's coming out here.
They're going for it.
Yeah, they are. Number 3, Tavion Jones is going to be sidecar left. On his hip, on his left hip. 2 receivers to the left. Now Isley brings number 1, Jones, over here to the left side. The big receiver out there to the far boundary, lined up, press coverage, looking. Throws the ball deep, and there's nobody there. And the Tornadoes are going to take over right there. And Byron, that's what happens when you got press coverage. You can't hardly beat our defensive backs, and the rush was coming on that time.
Peyton Jones just did a great job on a taller wide receiver. He jammed him for 5 yards down the field, which you can do.
Yeah.
And then he let go right at the 5 yards down the field, but he broke the pattern off of the guy. That was just great DB playing by Peyton Jones, David.
Turnover on downs. The Tornadoes will get the football at their own 49-yard line. Line to gain will be the Red Devil 41. 3 receivers over here to the right side of the formation with Phillips in the slot. 1 over to the far boundary. And the side judge just waving his hands, and we got a timeout. Tornadoes, they'll take another one, Byron. They burnt up 2 right here in the first quarter. We'll take 1 with them. You're listening to the 2025 FHSA Class 2A Region Quarterfinal right here on Eagle Country 106.3. Give me two, Kevin. Give me two.
David, they're not giving Jordan Casey a whole lot of cushion, and he is one-on-one. If he breaks that to the inside and comes down the ceiling, he's gone.
Weekends in the country.
They need to run a hook route or cross route.
He's the body mechanic, the human body that is, a proud sponsor of Tornado Football Equal Country. Just by caring for your vehicle, you need to take care of yourself. It's the Chiropractic and Injury Clinic. They offer all services designed to work with what your body already does naturally. To make an appointment, call the Chiropractic and Injury Clinic. 601 East Call Street, Stark, at 904-964-8018. Chuck and I swear by them.
The Tornadoes just called a timeout right there, so that leaves them one for this half. But they're going to take over on downs at their own 49-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Throws a little screen out here to Chase Phillips. On the move to the 50, to the 45, to the 41-yard line. He may have enough, Byron. Depends on what the side judge marks it. And he says, yeah, it's going to be a first down. Gain of 11 yards. And already at the Red Devil 41-yard line.
Yeah, David, that was a well-designed play, and just used Chase Phillips' speed.
Yeah, and you remember Chase Phillips about 3 or 4 games ago was nursing that high ankle injury, so he's back right here in full stride right here. Here we go. Gives it to Jarrell Harris, and they blow the play dead right here. And to believe that's going to be an offsides on the Red Devils. You're exactly right. I think 44 jumped the gap right there for them. Yeah, Tyler Slate. The defensive end.
And honestly, he's lucky he did, because there was another hole in their defensive line that you could drive a Mack truck through, David. Number 27 may have been going to the house just then.
14-0. You're just now joining us in this Class 2A regional quarterfinal over the Red Devils right now. The Tornadoes are on the move in Red Devil territory. Gives it. No. Throws a quick slap. Oh! My goodness, Byron! That was going for a score. And Camonte went right to Camonte Nixon's hands.
Yeah, David.
That's that quick slant you were just talking about.
Slant, David, that ball hit him right in the hands.
Hit him in the wrong spot, right in the hands?
I think he got excited.
Yeah, he did.
Because he knew he was walking in the end zone, David.
Yeah. He put a move on that defensive back, Byron, and if they keep press covering, they're going to get it again. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Gives it to his running back, Harris, straight up the A-gap. And he bullsed over people all the way to the 26-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 9 yards and a Tornado first down.
David, this is going to be a long night if the Red Devils can't figure out a way to stop Bradford's run game.
Byron, and I've noticed something here. Do you see who's back at center? Number 50, Ridge Bradley. He created that hole in the A-gap. I'm surprised he's not playing tackle tonight. But anyway, here goes. Side coverage rolling over here to his left. And he threw the ball a little low there. The catch was made for about 2 yards there. Was that Jordan Kaysen? Yeah, Jordan Kaysen on that case.
Yeah, Jordan Kaysen. If that ball would not have been low like that, David, Kaysen may have been off to the races there.
1 minute and 43 seconds left in this first quarter. All Tornadoes right now, 14-0. And they look like they're trying to drive for another score right here to put them up 3 scores. Ball at the 26-yard line, ball on the far hash. Gives it to his running back. Now he's going to come to the right side. That's Harris again. And that's a nice open field tackle there by the corner. Number 1, we've called his name all night, Tayon Jones. Man, that was a beautiful play.
Yeah,
wow,
that's not easy to do.
No.
With Bradford's running backs, that was really a great play by Jones.
Loss of 2 yards right there. This is going to be 3rd and 9, almost 10 yards. They've got to get the ball inside the 18-yard line for this first down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Looking, nope, now the play is blown dead. False start on number 75, the right tackle over here for us, Byron. And that is big Andrew Austin.
Yeah, David, that is... you expect after 3
Absolutely.
weeks. The ticky-tacky penalties that you're going to get, they just got to become a little bit more disciplined and not give the Red Devils anything, David.
3rd and 15 from the 33-yard line. Line the game just inside the 18. Now 53 jumps over there, and I believe, let's see if he was enticed. That's Jaden Hicks. Yep, they're going to get 5 of those yards back for sure. Jaden Hicks, their defensive lineman playing defensive tackle, the junior, jumped on that hard count by Cy Covage.
Yeah, David, they gave it right back to Bradford like they did on the previous drive.
Here we go. Final seconds winding down here in the first quarter. All Tornadoes, 14-0. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, which is Nixon. Looking. Throws the ball across the middle. And my goodness, right through the hands of Elijah Lawrence. He'd have had the ball on the run at about the 9-yard line, but instead it's an incomplete pass, and it's going to be 4th and 10. And what does the Tornadoes do here? I think it's Tyler Sapp time, Byron, because I want to see it.
I would love to see that too.
But it ain't going to happen.
That's going to happen, David.
No, it isn't. Cy Covage, the sniper, back out here with his offensive unit on a 4th and 10, leading 14-0, and 24 seconds left in this opening quarter. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Look at the Red Devils lined up in a 4-3. They've got all kinds of people. They got a deep safety that's like a cover 1. Cy Covage looking over here for the play. Let's run it. 13 on the play clock. Same formation. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Pistol formation is Harris. Looking. Throws the ball.
Oh, come on now. Thank you.
Yeah, there's that. He come way too soon, Byron. Jones. It would have been a good play, but he was there about 2 steps too soon.
2 steps too soon before the ball got there. And I'm glad the ref threw that penalty because sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
But he was definitely there early.
This is going to give the Tornadoes a first down. Let's see what they officially mark it right here as the White Hat is given the call. David Rogers and Byron Bagwell here with you. Chuck Kramer, Big Kevin, back at the radio station. This is state playoff time right here. You're 1 and done. If you lose, you go home. Keep winning. Hey, you keep moving. So we're on a quest for a state championship as we have been the last 4 years. 19 seconds left in this first quarter remaining, and the Tornadoes up 14-0, and they're inside the Miracle Automotive Towing red zone. Don't pray for a miracle.
You gotta call Miracle.
Absolutely. Call Kurt and Kenny Miracle if you need some help. Byron, somebody told me you needed some help the other day.
I always need help, David. What you talking about?
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't have to call Miracle Automotive and Towing for that. We need to call a head straight for you on the other one.
Yeah, and if you don't cover number 11,
they're going to have a headache.
They're going to have a headache.
Yes, they are. But number 9 is coming in on them. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to throw it out here to Kaysen. Kaysen's got space. He's in his space, and he's going to take it in for a Tornado touchdown, Byron. Or are they going to mark him short?
No, it's a touchdown, David.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to call holding.
They're going to call holding on us. Yeah. I think they're going to get Elijah Lawrence, Byron, out there. I don't think he needed to make that, but he did. And they're going to call a holding on us, so that's going to nullify an 8-yard touchdown pass.
It was not necessary.
It wasn't.
These are the little things I was worried about when you start talking about a 3-week layoff, David.
Yeah. 12 seconds left in this first quarter. Slow-moving first quarter, but sort of fast here. We've had some incomplete passes and things like that. And it's 14-0, the Tornadoes over the Red Devils. So this is going to be first, and let's call it, a long 13 for the first down. They can still get a first down, and they're still inside the red zone. The ball officially be marked at the 15-yard line. Yeah, they can get a first down inside the 3.
Inside the 3, that was a spot foul, so it only backed us up.
Right.
11 yards or 13 yards.
Now he'll bring that formation over here. 3 receivers over here to the right, 1 to the left. Harris in the pistol formation. Here we go. Looks, throws it out here to Jordan Kaysen. Boy, they bottled that up, Byron. He did catch it, and they bottled him up right there in somebody's helmet. It looks like a Red Devils helmet came off right there as they blow dead. The side judge doing a great job tonight over here, Byron. See how he's out there pretty good? I got to give it to him over here. This side judge is on every play.
Yeah, David, but they still picked up 4 yards.
Yeah, they did.
They picked up 4 yards off of that.
Yeah, and that's going to end the first quarter. And we'll come back for the start of the second quarter. If you're just now joining us, it's 14-0 Tornadoes, and they're on the move again. You're listening to the 2025 FHSAA Football Regional Quarterfinal right here on Eagle Country 106.3. Kevin, give me 2. Kevin, give me 2.
Come in or stay in your vehicle and use the drive-thru at Madison and Stark. That's Madison Street Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy, at 395 West Madison Street. They're open at 8 tomorrow, so you can take care of business without even leaving your car and start your weekend right. John Bohr and the staff at Madison Street Pharmacy say, stay safe and go Big Red.
Already this morning, I woke up at 4 o'clock, I was already right.
Need your residence or business clean? Get a hold of Bayway Services located in Lake City. They have been in business for 45 years and are locally owned. From biohazard cleaners to just cleaning your house, they are the one-stop cleaning shop. Contact Lee at 1-386-755-6142. That's 1-386-755-6142. Bayway Services, meeting the cleaning needs of home and industry.
Welcome back to David Hurst Stadium, a.k.a. Tornado Alley. This place is packed. They're loud and proud right here. Starting the second quarter, the Tornadoes up 14-0. They swap into the field, and the Tornadoes will be moving right to left on your radio dial. That ball is right at about, let's call it the 9-yard line. Gives it to Harris, straight up the A-gap, and he's going to take it in for a Tornado touchdown on an 11-yard run by Harris. That's his second of the night. And the Tornadoes extend their lead to 20-0.
David, when the coaches saw the same thing in the defense that I just saw, there was nobody in the middle of it. So if the offensive line did their job, which they did, and they busted a hole up, Harris was going to walk in the end zone, which he did.
Byron, I'm wondering why Ridge Bradley is playing center tonight. I wonder if somebody is hurt. One of our other offensive, maybe the center is hurt, the regular starting center. But he has been opening up some holes tonight. Tyler Sapp, extra point coming. Here we go. Placement, down, kick, up. That kick is good. He just hooked it in. And he's perfect on the season along with his field goals. With 4 seconds gone in the second quarter, your new score, the Tornadoes 21, the Red Devils nothing. You're listening to the 2025 FHSA Football Regional Quarterfinal right here on Eagle Country, 106.3.
Dick's Wings and Grill, 1371 South Walnut Street, Unit 700 in Stark, has your flavor from first bite to last call. Enjoy these specials: 99-cent wings on Monday, $8.99 burgers with a side on Tuesday, and happy hour. That's from 3 till 7 Monday through Friday. Locally owned and operated. It's Dick's Wings and Grill for wings and things.
Roberts Insurance, headed up by Scott Roberts, agent owner, and Lori Townsend, agent. Star Keystone Heights in Middleburg is your healthcare marketplace enrollment center. Contact them for assistance with your healthcare and Medicare insurance needs. Don't talk to strangers. Talk to Roberts Insurance. They are here for you. They deal with auto owners insurance, Allstate, Progressive, Safeco, and many others. Roberts Insurance, Star Keystone Heights and Middleburg.
Well, and that's why you have a weapon like Tyler Sapp, Byron. He just kicked that thing 63 yards into the end zone, and the Red Devils, deep man said, I'm going to let it sail over my head. My goodness, Byron, that kid's got a leg. The Red Devils will start at their 20-yard line, 80 yards from pay dirt, moving left to right on your radio dial.
Yeah, Mr. Thunderfoot just lived up to his name, David.
Yeah. I want to say hello to the Downtown Grill staff, all the cooks and all the waitresses that are working there tonight. Thank you for hosting trivia for me last night. Y'all did a wonderful job. Also want to say hello to the Barnyard Fantasy Football League, which I'm a part of. Rick and Jimmy and the whole crew. They're listening in to Tornado football as well. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Gives it to number 3. Number 3 has a little opening. He should have been stuffed up for a 2-yard loss, but he's going to gain about 3, almost 4 yards.
Yeah, and get absolutely punished by J.J. Hall, David.
Yes.
Good grief. What a hit.
J.J. Hall. Nice play there. That's the first time we've called his name tonight, but I know he's been on some other plays. That was Tavion Jones. The Jones brothers, really most of the offense for the Red Devils tonight.
Yeah, David, that Bradford is playing with some intensity tonight. Good grief.
2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line. Line to gain. And where the yardstick is the 30. Look at this formation again, Byron. It almost looks like the Notre Dame box. Going to give it to number 4. He's going to take it around the left side. Boy, and he got submarine right there. You know who that? Look at him jumping up and down. He's like, man, I should have had that. You want to say his name?
David, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell which red jersey just hit him.
That is Mr. Parmaker.
Oh, yeah, well.
You look at number 0 coming there. He submarined him back there, and he said, man, I should have had a fumble right there.
Yeah,
he gained a yard. So it's 3rd and 3 from their 27-yard line for the Red Devils, moving left to right on your radio dial. The Red Devils from Avon Park, over there close to Sebring, about what, 2.5 hours by or so, 2 hours and 40 minutes from here. And they made the trip up here. They've had some fans up here. I think they wanted to come and see what this Tornado football team was about. Well, they're getting a good view of it right now as the Tornadoes are up 21-0. And there's a timeout that's been called. And who called this one?
There's a flag on it.
No, there is a flag.
False start.
Yep. Back them up 5.
David?
Byron, they had a 3rd and 3 before. You say that. They had a 3rd and 3. Now it's a 3rd and 8. They cannot live in those downs like that, long downs. They need to keep these 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 2s where they at least have a chance to get a first down. Because what you said earlier in the pregame show, that's when the Tornadoes struggle.
Yeah, I knew this was going to shift. They're going to a 3 wide receiver set, David.
Oh, absolutely.
4 wide receiver set.
Yeah. And there's a timeout. And I believe that's going to be the Red Devils timeout. 10:15 left here, still in the second quarter. Tornadoes up 21-0, and they're facing a 3rd and 8. Let's stay right here. Tonight's game in the 2025 FHSAA Class 2A Football Championships is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. Here we go, Byron. After that timeout, and actually it was a quarter timeout because they have not taken a time off the scoreboard there for the Red Devils. So the Red Devils still have their full complements of timeouts with 3, and the Tornadoes still have the 1. Tornadoes are up 21-0, and now the Red Devils are facing 3rd and 8. And boy, they should have had him. Now he throws the ball over. It's picked off by number 3 right there. Byron, he had that ball hawk the whole time. And guess who number 3 is? Malachi Cobras.
Malachi Cobras just read that route completely, cut the route off, and made a great catch on the sidelines, David. And what just great recognition by Malachi.
Byron, and that's what we were saying. They had a 3rd and 3. You get a penalty. And look, penalties are going to happen. I get it. But they happening at the inopportune times. You're down 3 scores. Now you're facing 3rd and long. And what have you said? That's what the Tornadoes defense feeds into. They love to have you in those 3rd and longs. They can pin their ear back, go and get you, and then the corners and the safeties are right there all over the wide receivers.
Yeah, David, it's just too much Bradford defense tonight for.
Well, the sniper will take over right here, his offensive unit at their own 36-yard line. Oh, no, on their Red Devils 36-yard line, excuse me. Looking, throws the ball across the middle, bumps the receiver, but the back judge there says, nah, we won't throw the flag on there. Kaysen was bumped a little bit. That's who was trying to hit on that pass.
Yeah, David, I'm not so sure that Side just didn't throw that ball away.
I think so.
David, it really the only mistakes that I'm seeing the offensive make, beside those tic-tac penalties that they're getting, is some of the wide receivers not catching the ball, but that will come.
So coming up at the Murray Automotive Group halftime show, and I'll tell you what's happening after this play. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball on the near hash. Gives it to Jarrell Harris. Jarrell running hard, and if he wouldn't have stumbled, he was going a long way. But either way, he'll take the ball to the 31-yard line right in the center of the field.
Yeah, David, he got tripped up by one of his own linemen that time.
So the Tornadoes will finally face a third down, 3rd and 5 from the 31. You got to get inside the 26-yard line of the Red Devils for the first down. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Pistol formation is Harris, who's been getting most of the carries tonight. Zykovich looks over to Coach Rogers and Coach Staples and say, what do you want me to run? He's sitting 4 yards deep in the shotgun. Gives it to Harris. Harris up the left side. He's busted free. And he's still going. And he's still going all the way inside the 17-yard line. 16-yard run. And a Tornado first down. And they're what? In the Miracle Automotive Towing red zone. Don't pray for a miracle. Call miracle.
David,
goodness.
One of the linemen pulled and was actually 10 or 15 yards ahead of him, unblocked into one of the linebackers.
The junior running back, Jarrell Harris, having a big night tonight, Byron. Here we go. Zykovich looking. Throws the ball in the corner. He just threw that away.
Yeah.
So he's 2nd and 10 from there.
Yeah, David, that's exactly what he just did. You know, you look at those plays and think, well, he just hit nobody. But I think they're very intelligent quarterback plays because really nobody was open that time, David.
No, there wasn't. So we'll face a 2nd and 10 from let's call it the 14-yard line, Byron. We got to get the ball inside the 4. We can still get a first down. Here we go. Gives it to Harris. Harris straight up there. Now he takes it around the left side and he bulls his way forward to about the 6-yard line. He's going to be just a couple of yards short of his first down.
Yeah, David, we're gashing them in the run game. I know you want to get Zykovich in a rhythm, but keep on handing the ball, man. I hand the ball off because they are taking huge chunk yards in the run game.
Moving right to left on your radio dial with a moving clock. 8:29 left in the second quarter right here. 21-0. Gives it to his running back. And let's see. I think he's going to be just touchdown. A little bit. They gave him the touchdown? Yes, they did. The side judge said touchdown. And that's a nice run right there. Man, he is having a big night, Byron Bagwell. Where has Jarrell Harris been all my life? I'm telling you, that's another, 9-yard touchdown run right there? He's got 2 of those.
Yes, he does.
My goodness. Tornado touchdown right there. The Tornadoes, 27. The Red Devils, nothing, with the point pending from Tyler Sapp.
Yeah, David, just a great run. Right up the middle, too. Right up the A-gap, left-hand side.
Great block there by Ridge Bradley. Snap placement, down, kick. That kick is up, and that kick is good. With 8:20 left in the second quarter, all Tornadoes. Tornadoes 28. The Red Devils, nothing. You are listening to the 2025 FHSA Football Regional Quarterfinal right here on Eagle Country, 106.3.
I'm attorney Robin Rios at Burnout Kelly Injury Law, and I want to keep it real with my star community. Some personal injury attorneys will try and settle your case for less to avoid going to court. If they have to go to court, they will outsource your case to a proven trial attorney like me to represent you. Trial experience matters. Call me at 833-BK-HELPS. That's 833-BK-HELPS. Or visit realjustice.com.
It's not a miracle. You call, they come. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Miracle Towing and Recovery along with automotive repairs from One Stop Shop. Call Miracle at 904-368-1114. That's 904-368-1114. Miracle Towing and Recovery sponsors the entertainment scene in Tornado football on Eagle Country 106.3.
Jarrell Harris having a big night tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've scored on a 64-yard, jet sweep by Chase Phillips. 2 9-yard touchdown runs by Jarrell Harris, and an 11-yard touchdown run by Jarrell Harris. Is it the Jarrell Harris show tonight?
David, it's a running game show tonight.
Yes, it is.
One way or the other. It would not surprise me if Bradford's already got 200 yards worth of rushing, David.
Yeah, and let me tell you something else, too. That offensive line, Byron, has done an outstanding job of opening up holes. I swear to you, Dave Holland could have ran through some of those holes. They're as wide as Mack trucks. I mean, They're doing a great job tonight on the Red Devils defense, which is, hey, they pride themselves on takeaways, and right now the Tornadoes are just gashing them.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what just happened.
We're going to get a personal foul penalty because the gunner on the outside, on the left side, knocked the helmet off of the return team, off the Red Devils there, right there. So they was pushing and shoving, and he just got his hand up underneath the helmet, knocked it off. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to give the ball to the Red Devils at their own 35-yard line in the center of the field. Here we go, looking, throws the ball across the middle, caught by number 6, immediate tackle by number 7 right there for the Tornadoes, and that's Justin J.J. Hall. Beautiful tackle, but a nice throw, pitch and catch, 8 yards.
Yeah, David, I mean, they'll take that all day and all
Sure
day
they
long
will.
against this Bradford defense.
It's hard to get yards on them anyway. They're going to officially give them 7. So the ball is going to be right at the 42-yard line. Got to get just outside the 45 for the first down. The Tornadoes in a 4-3 look. Here we go, looking. The pocket's breaking down, and it's still breaking down. Now he escapes. Now he's just going to throw the ball away. He's trying to hit number 8 over here, his receiver. And Byron, he's been trying to hit him all night, and that's Chris Kelly. And that was great coverage there by number 3. Guess who that is? Malachi Cobras.
Well, Malachi cut that route off again, or David, just like they've been cutting him off all night long.
We got a Red Devils player hurt right here. He's got his helmet off. That's big number 53 right there, Byron. He's been doing a pretty good job tonight. That's Jaden Hicks. We called his name on the defensive side, but playing offensive guard right there, Byron. I'm hoping that's just a cramp.
Yeah, David, that's what he's acting
Yeah.
like, is a cramp.
Yeah.
Because he had 2 people pick him up. He'll go sit on the sideline and stretch, or have somebody stretch him out. One of the 2 or just walk it off.
For the latest news about Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds in the 2025 FHSAA football championships, visit FHSAA.com, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's www.fhsaa.com. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. Third, we jumped out. We're going to give a first down. It was 3rd and 3, and yeah, they're going to mark it off 5 yards, and that's going to be a Red Devil first down.
Yep, David.
Snap count on that.
Yep, and I think that was your boy Manny Torres that time.
Yeah, it was the Raging Bull.
he went to rage just a little bit too fast that time.
Yeah, he did. Anyway, it's going to be a 1st and 10. Ball on the Red Devil 47-yard line on the far hash. He's looking over at his coach and says, "Coach, what do you want me to run? Nothing's been working against the Tornado defense so far. Let's see if we can dial something up." Byron, I think they're going to throw the ball vertically down here at some point. They've got to. They're down by 4 scores. And really, everything that's been moving from sideline to sideline, from boundary to boundary, man, the Tornadoes have ate it up.
Hey, David, you're not.
No.
I don't care who you are. You're not running that against Bradford.
No. Here we go. Play stoppage, 7:35 left. Here to now joining us, David Rogers and Byron Bagwell here with you at the David Hurst Stadium, a.k.a. Tornado Alley, in beautiful Stark, Florida, for what? State championship football, Class 2A right here, regional quarterfinal between the number 8 seed Avon Park Red Devils and your Bradford Tornadoes, the number 1 seed. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Gives it to his running back. And that play developed way too slow. 7, 51, 13. You name it, they were all there.
Yeah, David, no, you're
Too
not.
slow.
You're not.
No.
You're not doing that.
No, loss of almost 3 yards, Byron.
Yeah, and you better just hand the ball off and let him hit a hole really fast, because they're closing up really fast.
This defense, if it's not one of the best in the state, Byron, it definitely is close. And I can tell you, it's the best defense in the Northeast Florida and Central Florida area. I can assure you.
Yep, David.
2nd, and let's call it a long 12 for a first down. Here they come. Oh, but they're going to get him for a face mask.
Yep.
He had him back for a loss at the 34-yard line. And number 7 right there, Justin J.J. Hall, trying to get him by the shoulder pads, grabbed the face mask, spun his head around, and that's going to be a first down for the Red Devils.
Yep, David, unfortunately.
Wow. He shot it there like a cannon. You see how fast they react, Byron? They're too quick, too fast. It doesn't matter. Look at big number 75. You shouldn't get around him like that. Boy, and they sure are doing it, aren't they?
Yeah, they
It's
are.
swim moves. It's those kind of things that you teach at the next level. And that ball is going to come all the way to the 40-yard line. Wow. So they're already in positive territory at the Tornado 40-yard line after that face mask penalty by number 7, Justin J.J. Hall. To me, it was accidental, Byron, but he held on it a little bit too long, and that's why they threw the 15-yarder.
Yep, he basically took him down by David, and they're going to call that every single time.
6:36 remaining in this second quarter. All Tornadoes 28-0, but the Red Devils are on a little bit of a drive right here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here we go. Quarterback looking, throws a little screen right there. He's got his man. He's on the move, and he gets it all the way inside the 28, maybe to the 27-yard line. 13-yard gain, and a Red Devil first down, and that's how you beat a quick and aggressive defense. Nice play.
That's coming back, though, David. They're going to call holding on one of the linemen.
Yeah. And you can see, look, number 15's like, oh my goodness, man. What else can go wrong tonight? That's D'Angelo Cohen. He plays running back, wide receiver, and he plays a little defensive back.
They're calling it an eligible man downfield.
Field. Yeah, and number 75 is putting his hands up, and I thought I seen the big man right there. But Byron, that was a set-up screen, and I didn't think he was 5 yards down the field. I think that may be a little bit of a bad call right there on the Red Devils, because he let that rush come in. Those linemen didn't start moving until the receiver caught the football.
Yeah,
that was a bang-bang play right there.
Yeah.
Says wind the clock right there, but they're going to get him on a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 1st and 15 from the 45-yard line. Gives it to his running back, and my goodness, they blew it up. Number 4, and now here we go with another penalty.
What?
Cohen Siafi, and I tell you,
who was that got the running back in the back?
Number 13 right there, Nate Raymond. But this is going to go against the Tornadoes. They're going to get us on a personal foul. White hat talking about it. Number 15, let's see. Good ball, personal foul. Oh, against the Red Devils.
I thought they one of them actually.
D'Angelo Cohen for them, number 15, was entangled with Parmeter.
Yeah, I thought he hit Parmeter late.
I thought he did too, but I wasn't sure. And then there was some pushing and shoving, and you know they usually get the last man. And I see Parmeter with the last push. I thought he was going to get it. But either way, 15-yard penalty, and the Red Devils are going the wrong way. And there's an official timeout for a water break. With 6:08 left, it's the Tornadoes 28. The Red Devils, nothing. You're listening to the 2025 FHSA Football Regional Quarterfinal right here on Eagle Country 106.3.
Jones Funeral Home and Cremation Services. They're proud to sponsor Tornado football.
Hey, Tornado fans, this is Kurt Miracle of Miracle Automotive and Towing, proud sponsors of Tornado football. I want to welcome you to beautiful Charlotte, Florida at David Hurst Stadium, and thank you for letting us be a part of this community. We're here for more than your automotive and towing needs. We're here to be part of Tornado Country. Go Big Red!
19-yard line, 14-yard gain, and a Tornado first down, and we're inside the Miracle Automotive Towing red zone. Don't pray for a miracle, call Miracle. Kenny Miracle out of McClenny, Florida, and Kurt Miracle out of Stark. Here we go. Ball just inside the 19-yard line on a moving clock. 9:36, 9:35, 9:34 left. Tornadoes 42, the Red Devils nothing. Side coverage the quarterback, 4 yards deep. Chase Phillips to his right hip. Number 42, Mosley. Going to give it to him again. Straight up the A-gap, hard running. Runs over 1, runs over 2, and he'll get inside to about the 12-yard line. That's another nice run of about 7 yards, almost 8 on that carry.
Yeah, David, it doesn't but straight power right up the A-gap runs, David. And they're picking up chunk yards again. And got Red Devils with their hands on their hips already, and it's just the beginning of the third quarter, David.
Yeah. 2 receivers to the left, 1 over to the right is Nixon. Sidecar right is one of the running backs. Pistol is Mosley. Mosley straight up the left side of the line, and he pushes the pile forward inside the 5, possibly to the 4-yard line, and it's going to be first and goal to go. They mark it officially at the 4-yard line. First and goal from the 4-yard line.
Yeah, David, it just straight power running. They're just running a fullback up the A-gap and letting the running back follow. And there is gigantic holes in this Red Devil defense.
Yeah, Byron, and that defense, they got some big boys over there. And our offensive line just blowing holes wide open. Here we go, Mosley, straight up the left side. And I think he's going to be just a little bit short. He's going to have the ball at about the half-yard line. So it'll be second and goal from the half-yard line for the Tornadoes with a moving clock. Already 4 minutes gone in this quarter, 42-0. The Tornadoes over the Red Devils, and the Tornadoes looking for more. If you want to know why the clock keeps running and you're not familiar with football, after a 35-point lead, they have a running clock in high school football. Here we go. Gives it to Mosley. Mosley powers his way in. And did he get in? Yeah, he got in. He leaned just in there. Mosley for a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Tornadoes extend their lead to 48-0 with the point pending.
Yeah, David, it just too much Bradford power, David. Good grief. I mean, they just bludgeoned the Red Devils all the entire drive.
Yeah, and the fireworks going off again. The fire brigade over there. Is that the Fantastic Fire Brigade, Byron?
I think that's the Fantastic Fire Brigade.
Michael Heater and the Fantastic Fire Brigade sending off the lights on his fire truck over there. He's got the big tornado sign over there. And the fireworks going off here at Bradford Stadium. And man, somehow he got that kick through. It was a bobble snap, and Sapp still kicks it through. So that point is good. 6:45 left and a running clock. It's all Tornadoes. 49, the Red Devils nothing. You are listening to the 2025 FHSA Football Regional Quarterfinal right here on Eagle Country 106.3.
It's not a miracle. You call it, they come. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Miracle Towing and Recovery, along with automotive repair, is your one-stop shop. Call Miracle at 904-368-1114. That's 904-368-1114. Miracle Towing and Recovery sponsors the entertainment scene and tornado football on Eagle Country 106.3.
Services. They're proud to sponsor tornado football on Eagle Country 106.3. They are deeply committed to serving you in your time of sorrow. Personal attention is given before, during, and after the service. Jones Gallagher Funeral Home, Stark and Keystone Heights. Go Big Red.
A 1-yard touchdown plunge from Mosley. Extend the score with the Tyler Sapp extra points, 49-0. High end-over-end kick. Drives the return man back to the 5-yard line. He's going to take it up the right side, looking for some room, and absolutely not. He gets plastered by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tornadoes right there. My goodness, B. And the Tornadoes just need to back off, man. The scoreboard is indicating what's going on. There's a little chippiness going on out there. And then finally, hey, he high-fived. He said, hey, man, it's all right. It's all good.
Yeah, David. You know, that's
Was that Camonte Nixon over there? Or is that number 8? That's number 8 over there. Yeah, that's 8.
Yep.
That's Kingston Brooker.
We've called his name several times.
Yeah. He's slipping off a little bit too there, B.
Yeah. I think he may have got dinged up on that tackle, David. Had somebody fall on the back of his legs.
Yeah, I think so. The ball is marked at the, let's call it the 16-yard line. 11-yard return on that kickoff right there with a running clock. 4:29. Well, they finally stopped it right there, Byron. They have an official timeout for the water break. Let's stay right here. You've got an update on that, right, man? Great season for Santa Fe, wasn't it, Byron?
Yes, it was. Santa Fe has been beaten by Berkeley Prep, 34.
Calvary. The number 2 seed Calvary.
Calvary Christian.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
34 to 30.
Yeah.
That was a good football game.
And that was a 7 seed versus the 2 seed, right, Byron?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good football game.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not would not be as big of an upset, but Berkeley Prep is beating the Villages right now, 35-28.
Wow. Boy.
Yeah, yeah.
So if that stands pat, it looks like Coco's going to win too, right?
35-13, Coco in the third quarter.
That play just got ran by the Red Devils, handed it to his running back, trying to go up straight. That's great sportsmanship right there by number 51 for the Tornadoes, helping that running back up. There's Travis Reed. He lost a yard. The Turf Monster actually got him as Reed was getting him too. So loss of about 1, almost 2 yards. It's going to be second 11 from, let's call it the 15-yard line. Got to get the ball just outside the 27-yard line for the first down. The Tornadoes are in a 4-3 look. 2 high safeties back here. One receiver right, 2 to the left. Looking, throws the ball deep. He's got his receiver. And, boy, I tell you what, they're going to get him for a flag. And do you know why they're going to get him, Byron? It wasn't because of the hand shoving. He did turn around and look for the football. If you're playing corner or safety, even if you don't put your hands on that receiver and y'all run into each other and that ball is catchable, it's going to be a penalty on you every time. If he'd have turned his head around to look for that football, he wouldn't have got that penalty.
No, he didn't turn his head.
That's it.
He had his arms up like he should have.
Yep.
But the wide receiver slowed down because the ball was a little bit underthrown and he ran into him. They're going to throw the flag on that every time.
Absolutely. So the ball, line of scrimmage is going to be the 31-yard line. They're moving right to left on your radio dial. 49-0, the Tornadoes. The Red Devils on the drive right here. Gives it, keeps it, throws it across the middle. Caught, makes one man miss. And here he goes, Byron, to the 40, to the 35, nobody's going to catch number 8. And we're going to give up a long touchdown right there. Man, and I tell you what, they're going nuts over there. It's 49-6. Byron, that was a beautiful play.
Yes, it was, David.
69 yards on that one. Wow, beautiful quick slant right there. And the safety didn't make the tackle, and they're going to score on a long touchdown. And I guarantee you, we're going to see David May after the game. And you know what he's going to do again? He's going to apologize.
Probably.
And he shouldn't. It's 49-6 with 2
no.
minutes left and a running clock.
Yeah, no, he shouldn't be apologizing about that.
No, that's going to happen.
He's got second team in right now. I know he doesn't want to let them score, but at the same time, David.
Going for 2 right here, and I don't blame him. They get that score a little closer. Looks, throws the ball out there, and nope. That's going to be incomplete. So they won't give up the extra point, and it's 49-6. Wow, what a ball game, Byron. The Tornadoes have done everything right up until that last play. And you're going to give up those plays, man. Look, this team is used to scoring points, the Red Devils. We talked about this earlier, that they was probably going to give up a score somewhere.
Yeah, David. And you're talking about
that's a district champion. That's a good football team.
You're talking about a big wide receiver that's physically talented. He broke a tackle and nobody can catch him. Of course, they were coming from a long way away because they caught Bradford in a defensive set that favored that crossing route.
And me and you talked about it. He kept looking for Chris Kelly. It was just a matter of time, right? He's went to him many times. He finally got Kelly on that slant, and he took his 69 yards to the house. And he's got some deceptive speed. He outrun the safety, our safety, which is quick, by about 15 yards.
Yeah,
he left him in the dust.
Yeah, David. The closest person was a DB that was at the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
When that play started. So, I mean, they missed a tackle on him, tried to ankle tackle him, and he was gone.
All right, how about this name here for you, B? Junior Hernandez Gonzalez, the kicker, a sophomore, number 88, is going to put toe to leather from his 40-yard line. You know what they list him at, Byron? 5'7", 136 pounds.
Yeah.
If he needs to make a tackle on Chase Phillips coming up, forget it.
He better have perfect form.
Yeah, he sure better. Oh, little onside kick right there. And did he get enough? I think he did. Boy, Byron, I think he did. It's right at the 50-yard line. You couldn't have executed that onside kick any better.
Yeah, but there's a penalty going on too, David.
Well, was it illegal touching? Did he let it go? Because the ball was recovered at the 50-yard line, and that would be a legal onside kick.
Yeah.
Yep, illegal touching. Byron, he must have hit it at the 49-yard line. Boy, that was close, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Great onside kick there by Gonzalez.
That was very close to being Red Devil football again.
Yeah.
You know, in the first game's back, you have a little bit of slack, but we sure didn't expect to see it on the special teams on a play like that, David.
No, 49-6 if you're just now joining us. All Tornadoes right now with the beginning of the fourth quarter coming up here. Football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2025 Florida High School Football State Championship games. The intense action takes place December the 4th and the 6th for the Rural and Fit Championships at the range at H.G. Morris Stadium, and December 10th through the 13th for classes 1A through 7A at Pitt Bull Stadium at Florida International University in Miami, Florida. Come out and watch the best in Florida high school football. Visit the FHSAA website at FHSAA.com for more information. Wow. All Tornadoes right now getting ready to start the fourth quarter with a moving clock, as the Tornadoes will be moving right to left on your radio dial. Ball at the Red Devil 49-yard line. Gives it to Mosley again. Mosley to the left side, cuts it back to the 40. Runs over one to the 35, all the way to the 33-yard line. 17-yard run, and a Tornado first down.
Yeah, David, that was a great cutback by Mosley, and a pretty good tackle, too, because there was nobody behind him. If he doesn't tackle Mosley right there by the back of the jersey, he's off to the races, and it's another Bradford touchdown.
Number 13, Logan Montgomery, the linebacker, just a freshman, come over there and had to make that play, Byron, from the outside linebacker position on the other side of the football field.
Yeah, David, our line is playing extremely well tonight.
49-6, running clock right here. Here we go. Cy Cup is still in the ball game. Mosley sitting in the pistol, dotting the pistol right here. Going to give it to him again. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a pop there. My goodness, by the big man. 52 for the Red Devils, William Phillips. The big defensive lineman, the senior. He popped Mosley right in the mouth.
Yeah, David, I'm not so sure that wasn't a face mask either, because his helmet got ripped off, but...
Hey, the white hat was standing right there. He must have thought not. But, man, I'll tell you, he popped Mosley. And Mosley actually coming to the sideline after that pop.
Yeah, don't they have to come off if their helmet comes off?
Yeah, they do anyway. Yeah, uniform equipment, replacement there. 34 on that run, and he's going to take it all inside the 26-yard line right there. We got new players coming in, Byron. We're going 3 and 4 deep right here. Was that Jeffrey Benenson on that run?
I think so, David. Number 34.
Oh, number 34, excuse me, right here. Yeah, that was 34. Raymond Pedro. We've called his name a couple of times this year as he's come in on some mop-up duty as well. 9:50 and the clock running. Tornadoes 49, Red Devils 6. David Rogers and Byron Bagwell. Chuck Kramer and Big Kevin Howe back at the radio station. Here we go. Give it to Pedro again. Pedro around the left side. He's got some room. To the 20, to the 15, he's going to take it all the way to the house. Pedro on a big-time run, Byron. 30. Oh, they're going to call it back. It was a 33-yard touchdown run, but they're going to call it back as the white hat just threw. Was it holding? Yeah.
I don't know what he saw or where he saw
Well,
it. They called it.
Yeah. It wasn't to the outside. Because you see what the penalty flag was? I think it was on the left tackle as he opened up that hole. But it's going to be a hold either way, and that's going to nullify a 33-yard touchdown run by Ramon Pedro, the sophomore running back. So the Tornadoes will have to redo this. It is a spot foul, so that happened just inside the 30-yard line. So they'll bring the ball back to about the 37-yard line. So it's going to be third and a long 14 for the first down as they got to get the ball inside the 22-yard line. And another Red Devil player is injured. That's number 20, Tristan Calvin, the senior defensive back, playing a little safety and rotating up on the corner and playing a little strong safety. He's limping off a little bit, but the young man looks like he's okay.
Yeah, David, I think he was the one that got pancaked down on the sidelines.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. You like pancakes?
Waffles, like this waffle stomp that's going on.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Throws it out in the flat to 81. Makes a man miss, but then he won't make the man miss again. Number 22 right there on a nice open field tackle for the Red Devils, Brandon Howell. The linebackers, he come out from his outside linebacker position, the sophomore, to make a tackle on number 81, Eden Carabello, the freshman, trying to just get that little screen pass right there, Byron, and one too many jukes and he got tackled.
Yeah, you got to move forward on that.
Yeah. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Cubbage still in there as the trigger man. Let's see what he does here. He's going to give it to Pedro. Pedro to the outside, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, and he's going to be tackled at about the 28-yard line, and that's going to be a little, quite a bit short, right, Byron?
About 5 yards.
Yeah, about let's call it 6.
Yeah.
Fourth and about 6 for that first down. And, boy, I tell you, that was fourth?
That was fourth down.
Oh, okay, that was fourth down. Okay, he still had the yard marker over there saying 4. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils on on turnover on downs, Byron.
Yep. David, that's fine. They're running clock.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half.
I want to thank our great sponsors and everybody. I'm sorry, B. I want to thank all our sponsors here and everybody that supports Tornado football through WEAG, Eagle Country 106.3, and we'll do it after this play. Here we go, gives it to his running back. And the backup lineman here make a pretty good tackle as he surges the ball across the 30 to the 31-yard line. DLP Bank, Dream, Live, Prosper, sponsors of the Tornado Game Day Report and the DLP Bank pregame show. The Murray Automotive Group, Dale Murray, owner-operator, sponsors of the Murray Automotive Group halftime show, which you just heard. And Norton Telecom A-Plus Alarms, Max Norton, owner-operator, and sponsors of the Norton Telecom A-Plus Alarms postgame show, which you'll hear in about 5 minutes and 50 seconds of game clock. Bayway Cleaning Services, Lee Rowenbotham, owner-operator. Check their website at baywayservices.com. Dick's Wings and Grill. Check out their specials. Marla and the gang over there probably listening in to Tornado football along with the Barnyard Fantasy Football League and whoever else is in there dining for sure. Roberts Insurance, Scotty Roberts, owner-operator. Sponsors of all things Tornado. Monday morning at 7:40. Chuck and myself do that report at 7:40 on Monday mornings. BK Law, Burnham Kelly, injury lawyers keeping it real. Miracle Towing and Recovery. It's no miracle. You call, they come. Don't pray for a miracle. Call Miracle. Jones Gallagher Funeral Home, Stark and Keystone Heights. The Downtown Grill. David Rogers does trivia there on Thursday nights, and they've always got some kind of specials going on. So venture in and see Chrissy and her staff at the Downtown Grill. R&B Fencing Incorporated. They do chain link and wooden installs and much, much more. Say hello to who?
Robin Barbie.
Yep, Robin Barbie. Here we go. Second, and let's call it a long 7. Gives it to his running back. Nice little hole. Byron, just when you think you can drive a Mack truck through the hole, it closes quickly because of the speed of the Tornadoes.
Yeah, David.
Wow.
You know, it's not just the secondary. Just not the secondary and the linebackers, David. It's the linemen too. A lot of times when you see that, it's the actual defensive line making up plays with their speed, which is pretty incredible, David.
Jones Gallagher Funeral Home, Stark and Keystone Heights, the downtown road. We already said that. I'll get to the other ones. Here we go. Looking, throws the ball into the flat. Caught. Makes one man miss. Makes another man miss. He's going to be about a yard short of his first down, Byron. I think he got tackled a little bit short of that line to gain.
I'm pretty sure he did too.
Durant's Pumping Well Drilling. For assurance, call Durant's. Tony's Italian Restaurant. Open for lunch and dinner every day but Sunday.
Double pepperoni pizza.
Thank you. What?
With anchovies.
Ah, gosh, you ruined it. Ferrera Funeral Services and Archie Tanner Memorial Chapel. The chiropractic and entry clinic headed up by Dr. Matthew Lowry and Madison Street Pharmacy. John Bora, owner, operator. Here we go. Looking. He's got plenty of time. He's telling him to go deep. He's trying to throw it. He's just going to throw it toward the sideline. Double coverage right there by the safety and the defensive back number 81 and number 16 in on that coverage.
David, that was great blanket coverage. They had one on one side of the wide receiver, number 8, who's extremely physically talented, and one on the other side, and there was no way he was catching that ball.
Chris Kelly, who caught that 69-yarder already for their 6 points tonight. He's been trying to hit him all night, Byron, but I'm telling you, that play was the only play that he's really been open all night. Everything else, he's been bottled up, and he is a physical receiver.
Yes, he is, David.
All right, second down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Let's see what they decide to do here. Throwing the football, looking, they're coming. They're going to get him. No, it's intercepted, and we're going to take this one to the house, baby. To the 5, to the 3, to the 2, to the 1. That's a Tornado touchdown. Pick 6.
That was
38 yards.
That was Grayson McClellan.
Grayson McClellan with a pick 6. And with the clock running, your new score is now 55-6. My goodness, 38-yard interception. He read that, and first of all, the quarterback should have never thrown that.
No.
Right there. He was the only one there to catch the football. And then I thought he was going to get tackled, and he just broke through the tackles there and took it 38 yards to the house.
Absolutely.
Beautiful interception.
Yeah, not only that, the run was equally as beautiful, David, because he did break tackles to score.
Yeah, boy, we've scored. Man, I'm writing down all kinds of scores. 38-yard interception return, and the Tyler Sapp point after coming. Here we go, right here. Snap, placement, down, kick, up, and did he finally miss one? Oh my goodness. Well, Byron, oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? Nope, yep, it's no good. So, finally missed one, Byron. That streak ends. I hate to see that. But with running clock 2:05, 2:04, we'll stay here. It's the Tornadoes 55, the Red Devils 6.
I will say this, David. I've never seen him shank a ball before on any of his kicks, and I think he just shanked that one.
He did, yeah. So, 55-6, and we'll have a kickoff here, and this will probably be the last couple of plays of this football game. Let's see what does happen on Eagle Country 106.3. Byron, well, I'm going to tell you. Keep informed with Eagle Eye News at 7, 12:20, and 5:20, Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays at 7 and 12:20 on Eagle Country 106.3. 2 for Tuesdays gives you double shots of your favorite. You like 2 for Tuesdays?
I love 2 for Tuesdays.
So I want Chuck to play on Tuesday. I want him to play The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down and The Wait by the band. 2 for Tuesdays.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I hope he could do that for me. Throwback Thursdays gives you a mountain of memories, man. We can go back to whenever you want to. What would you like to hear on Throwback Thursdays?
7 Bridges Road.
Okay, there you go. Chuck, you got that one on your list as well. The Chuck Kramer Show gets you up Monday through Friday, 6 to 9. Steve Harmon follows Chuck till 10 o'clock. So from 9 to 10, Steve Harmon fills in. Penny Mitchell is your midday company keeper. 10 to 3, I like to hear Penny every once in a while there. Nick Fox takes you home at 3 on Eagle Country, and here we go. Kick, and they're going to return it, and number 24 is going to get ankle tripped at about the 23-yard line. That may be the last play of the ball game, Byron. All Things Tornado, Monday mornings at 7:40, sponsored by Roberts Insurance, and Tornado Game Day Reports heard on Friday mornings at 7:40, sponsored by the DLP Bank. So that's going to be the last play of the football game, and this football game was going to come to an end, and the Tornadoes are going to win big, 55-6, and advance to next week's game, which will be right here at David Hurst Stadium. We'll talk about that here in just a couple of minutes. When we come back, you'll hear the Norton Telecom A+ Alarms postgame show. You're listening to the 2025 FHSAA Football Class 2A Region Quarterfinal right here on Eagle Country 106.3.
Bradford County, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group. Like the Bradford County Tornadoes, Murray Ford Automotive Group has a winning game plan. Whether you're in the market for a new Ford truck or a qualified used vehicle, there's no need to